really the only one that didn't practice was Damian Wilson. And anyway, so that's what we had there. Look forward to the challenge of playing the Dolphins. Again, we know they're a good football team, well coached, and our guys have had a good week of practice, and we'll load up plane and head down there for tomorrow for the game. Whether yours time's yours now.
Go first to Adam Teicher. Go ahead, Adam.
Hey, Andy, just checking on Tyreek. I know he's been back to practice after missing the one day. How's he doing? And you think he's going to be ready on Sunday? And also Clyde Edwards-Helaire, I know he practiced all week, but how'd he look this week?
Both of them did good, so should be fine.
Let's go next to Karen Kornacki. Go ahead, Karen.
Hi, Coach.
Hi, Karen.
Just want to ask you about Miami's young quarterback, what you've seen from him. It looks like he seems to be growing week in and week out, but how would you evaluate him as you prepare for this game?
Yeah, I'll tell you, you're accurate on that. I mean, he's getting better every week, and he's a good football player. We prepared for him and Fitz. I mean, both of them, you have to do that, but primarily him. And, so you study him, and he's mobile, great arm, and good eyes. So good football player.
Let's go next to Seren Petro. Go ahead, Seren.
Coach, first, and I'll have a follow-up real quick after this. First, is Willie Gay the guy who steps in for Wilson if he can't go? I mean, I assume it, but
yeah. I mean, you've seen Spags have got a bunch of different personnel groups, but Willie, yeah, I mean, you could say that, yes.
Okay. And then just a question about philosophy, right? There's a conversation Mike Tomlin said the other day when they couldn't punch the ball in, hey, if you can't get 1 yard, you don't deserve to win. Is that still hold true? I mean, I understand why a coach would say that and say to his team, particularly after a loss, that like, hey, we got to be better than that. But realistically, isn't the game more than just, kind of the shove each other around on the line the way maybe it was in the 70s?
Well, listen, there's a point where you got to get down and get dirty there and be able to root people out. So we work on that, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But when you really get down to it, when you have that kind of yardage, there's a time and a place where you got to just bear down and be more physical than the other group. I mean, that's how it goes. So I think that's what Mike was talking about. And, that's always been a Pittsburgh thing. And really, we ask our guys to do the same thing. It's, you got it out right there when it's short yardage like that.
Let's go next to Matt McMullen. Go ahead, Matt.
Hey, Coach. Travis Kelce named the Chiefs Man of the Year nominee yesterday. I'm just curious your thoughts on that and how proud you are of Travis for what he's done during his career here.
Yeah, I think it's phenomenal. I mean, I've had a chance to be here and watch him grow. So, I mean, as some of you have, and just see where he's at now. I mean, the whole center that he's working on right now is a beautiful thing, and for our community, for kids, I'm proud as heck of him. So he does such good work in the community, like he does on the field. I mean, he's got a good heart, man, big heart.
Got 3 hands left. We'll start with Aaron. Go ahead, Aaron.
Coach, I think I know the answer to this one, but I'm going to ask anyway. Steph once said, going back to Cleveland, that the visiting locker room still smelled like champagne. You guys head back to Miami. Are you bringing any warm, fuzzy feelings with you, or is it all business?
Well, the one positive is we won't be in that same locker room, so we won't smell the champagne. Not that I'm not sure we had that in there, but I can't tell you there's any fuzzy feelings about it. It's just we got to play against a good football team, and that's how we've gone about it. So, but we'll be in a different locker room for sure. Yeah.
Go next to Harold Kuntz. Go ahead, Harold.
Andy, we're about to talk to Tyreek and Travis. I'm just curious, in the time that you've gotten to know them and they've been together, what do you feel that those guys have learned from each other about just being a good receiver?
Yeah, well, I think Kels has been great for Tyreek, and probably likewise. I mean, Tyreek has that great energy, and I've said it before, I've never seen a fast guy that has the endurance that he has and the energy, and he lives on gummy bears. I mean, it's ridiculous. I look at a gummy bear and put on 5 pounds. He goes out and screeches with them, so it's jet fuel for him. But Kels, they're such good friends, and they're very, very close. And I'd say D-Rob and Dieter and Pat and all that whole crew there are very, very, very close, and they hang out together and do that with their girls.
Last one, Nate Taylor. Go ahead, Nate.
Andy, I know this is another week where you got a chance to look at DeAndre Baker. I'm wondering, could he be in a certain situation, much like you guys did with Travarius, where maybe he plays the last 2 to 3 weeks of the season and potentially you get a chance to see what he has in your system, perhaps maybe even being a possibility for the postseason if all goes well?
Yeah, we'll just see how he continues to progress, and Spags will take a hard look at that as we go forward. But it's so hard right now. A young guy comes into this situation, and it's late, and he's asked to learn this complex defense, and he's working his tail off to do it. That's a tough ask, but we'll just see how it goes going forward. He sure looks talented out there. He moves around well, so glad to have him.